So I'm going to be talking about off-the-shelf stabilizers. This one is for your lower leg, more for shin splints, medial tibial stress syndrome, and this one is called J-lat. This is a J-lat. This is for more for athletes who dislocate their patella. It stabilizes it. These two are ankle stabilizers. This one is a T1. These are more for volleyball players, and these are for more your lateral movement type athletes. And this is the one I'm going to be talking to you about. And check this out. So this is what it's going to look like when you get it out of the box. Take all the straps out. That's what it's gonna look like. So you're just gonna slip it on. What you keep the sock on. You don't take it off, and you just basically tie it as if you're gonna do a shoot. So just gonna cross it. As such, and then you're gonna have these two longer laces right here. You're gonna do what we call heel locks, and this is gonna go right across like that, and then it's gonna go under your heel and back straight up. You want to pull on this. There's like a little section right there that you can pull on. You want to put it up right there. You're gonna do the same. You're gonna cross over. It's gonna go under your heel, and then that is gonna go right there. And then this is just to overall hold everything down. Bring that over, and there it is.
So this is Alex Garrison. She's gonna be doing a hip flexor wrap today. That's Eric Cardona, who's over there. He's gonna be her assistant or whatever, helper, model as well. That works too. Basically, usually you want people to be in spandex or in shorts that are a little bit tighter than what he's wearing. That's just to help with the grip that the wrap can actually get. You're going to be doing this with an ACE bandage. I think that is 6-inch ACE bandage, and basically what she's going to be doing is treating a hip flexor strain on which is actually also an iliopsoas strain. She's actually going to be turning that the other way and going the opposite direction, not this direction. Go ahead. The difference to know between a hip flexor and a groin strain is whenever you're wrapping a groin, is to know that that goes inward, not outward. So she makes a couple of base strips down on the leg to make sure there's at least a little bit of tightness. When she goes around the hip, she's going to pull back a little bit. This is to make sure that the hip flexor has something that's giving it support and compression, so that it's not having to do as much work. They have to get close, real close. Usually you're gonna get after this. Hey Alex, you wanna go get some power flex? He was making it a little bit tighter. Good spot to end, Eric. So now she's gonna take this power and just get the part where it ended at first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just make sure that stays down, so then your model doesn't have to keep holding his junk.
Got it.
And basically just go over it like you would, like you're doing an actual hip flexor right now. Nicely done. As you see, she's very professional about this. She knows what she's doing. And she's gonna go ahead and finish it off. She can tear it wherever she wants to. Usually just want to make sure that, that this gives enough support to the hip flexor if it's strained. The hip flexor is now safely wrapped. It's gonna give a little pressure on it to whenever he makes strides, whenever he's trying to flex his hip, so it takes a little bit of the pressure off of the hip flexor. The motherfucking ends. For our last tape job, even though it's not a tape job, we have Chelsea Durbin. She's doing the donut pad. What a donut pad does is it lessens the amount of stress on a painful area. So usually when someone has a bruise or a callus or a heel contusion, which is the same thing as a bruise, a retrocalcaneal bursitis, which is where you see it the most on a lot of athletes. Basically what she's going to do is cut a donut out of this foam padding that's in her hand, and she's going to make a big circle, and then she's going to cut out a from constant rubbing. So she's got her donut. Usually you're gonna have a smaller circle than that, but it's okay. I guess if you gotta make something big, you can make it big. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna place that donut over the contusion or where the retrocalcaneal bursitis is at. She's gonna cut a piece of this wound dressing, I'm pretty sure it is. That's what it's called, not quite sure. And she's just gonna lay it flat on the donut pad and basically try and straighten everything out. Maybe not as many wrinkles, but it's okay. It's in an awkward spot because it's on the heel. This is gonna hold it in place. So now he won't have constant pressure on his heel. The pressure is gonna kind of disperse out to the donut pad, which will help with. All right, so I'm gonna be doing a collateral X tape job on Alex here. Usually you have them standing up on the taping benches, but we're trying to do it in a quiet place to where nobody interrupts us. So we're doing it in here, and I am on my knees. That's what I'm used to. So anyways, I'm gonna put a heel lift under the athlete's foot. What this does is it flexes the muscles, it makes it a little bit bigger around, and so this way whenever she does step off, it won't cut off circulation to her muscles and her lower extremity. The collateral X is used to provide cushion and support for the LCL, which is the lateral collateral ligament, and the MCL, the medial collateral ligament, protects it from varus and valgus forces. Basically what I'm going to do is make some base strips here about midway on the calf. Usually you're going to have quite a bit of distance between the base strips. The reason for this is to add a little bit more Alright, now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making X's come across the MCL and LCL on both sides here. It's basically going to leave a diamond around the patella. This way it just provides a little bit more comfort to the athlete. And you're going to make an X below the patella you're gonna use this elasticon. This will help form to the leg a little bit better than using any other tape. And you're also going to make an X on the top of the patella, or above the patella, so superior. Once you've got that, you're basically going to repeat this step on all 4 strips. Instead of going towards the patella, you're going to overlap each strip that you've already done away from the patella. Tear fast that we're so lucky to have here for this, and you're just gonna cover each the bottom and the top strips. And there you have it. This is a collateral X. This is gonna give support to both the MCL and the LCL of the knee. Basically, whenever a force comes in here, it's going to give this take some of the pressure off, as well as whenever you have a valgus force. Varus force comes from medial, and usually will strain the lateral collateral ligament, and then a valgus force will strain the medial collateral ligament. Fuck, that shit was